What's going on? I'm fully aware that there's a difference between a woman who's a gold digger and a woman who wants financial stability. This video is not talking about gold digging women, simply because we all know what a gold digger is. Um, but we're going to talk about the whole idea of women wanting financial stability. Here's the problem: financial stability is the last thing a man gets. Out of all the things that he comes upon as he gets older and he matures in terms of career, in terms of personality, in terms of spirituality, right? During that process, one of the cornerstones, one of the last parts of his development um, is financial stability. Over the weekend, I got a chance to sit down and visit with one of my older cousins who is a surgeon, and he just got into practicing surgery after his schooling and whatnot. And he was talking about, yeah, how he's still financially strapped and he's not going to be quote unquote stable or living like a surgeon, probably not for another 10 years, right? Yes, he'll be making relatively more money than most of the people around him, but in terms of him being stable, right, where he can spend a little and start to do other things like investing, looking to getting a house and settling down, it's going to take some time. But in terms of everything else, in terms of his spirituality, in terms of his mentality, in terms of just his personality, he's mature. He's set. He has no more growing to do. As of right now, all it is really just a waiting game. Time, right? There's no substitution for time. So what I'm trying to promote is this whole idea that men mature, right, in terms of spiritually and emotionally and all that other stuff, well before they financially mature. So if you're a chick, right, and you act as if you want more from a guy than just financial stability, right, then there is no reason for you to wait so long for a dude to be financially stable. If you're looking for a guy who's spiritually strong, who's emotionally strong, who's rational, who has integrity, right, as well as financial stability, right, you can still find that dude. All you have to do is wait for the financial stability to kick in. That's the whole point. But the fact that financial stability is the driving factor ruins this whole issue of dating and marriage. And I'm not just talking about for black people, I'm just talking about America in general. Right? Financial stability cannot be your reason for wanting a serious relationship, because that comes at the very, very, very end of a man's development. So if you claim you want more from men, you're not just looking for financial shit, especially if you have your own stuff going on, then really there shouldn't be this long waiting game. And that's the problem, right? When I see older women, they are not trying to wait for men to become financially stable, right? The driving force for them wanting a relationship is the fact that they want to be in a financially stable environment. But what about your other needs? And that's the problem, right? The women are trying to act as if they're getting with dudes who are already established for other reasons other than for financial. Oh, there's more than that. I want to be spiritually happy, I want to be emotionally happy. Well, most of those dudes were already like that before, right? You guys know my age. I'm 24. I recently got into my profession, so it's gonna take me, based off of the numbers that I run, probably maybe another 6 years before I feel quote unquote financially stable. But in terms of my spirituality, in terms of my emotional stability, and all that other good stuff, I'm already there. So for me right now, all it is a waiting game. I wake up every day, put in my man hours, and pretty much just wait for things to play out how they need to play out. Because I can't rush time. It is what it is. I just have to put in my quote unquote years of experience. That's all I can do at this moment. Even if I continue to get degrees and whatnot, I still have to wait. For me in my profession, there really isn't any fast track to success. It's just going to take me some time to get there. So for me, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I don't have a hard time forming a committed relationship. And that's what makes me different. That's what makes men in our same situation different from the women. Right? I'm chilling. It's the women who are my age, right? Anywhere between 23 and 26. There's the ones still wilding out, going to the club, having fun. Right? I can't do all that because some of that stuff will take away from what I'm trying to do spiritually and emotionally. So for me, as men, we also look for women who are financially stable. It's 2009. She has to be able to support herself. But I'm not going to wait for a chick to be 30 plus to when she's financially stable for me to go holler at her. What kind of sense does that make? Because I know she has other qualities that I also want that are going to be there. So what sense does that make for a dude to wait for a chick who's 30? Even if we want her to be financially stable. A woman's financial stability is appreciated by men, but it's not the driving force because there are other factors that we want out of women. So that's why you see men who quite oftenly like younger women, not just because, oh, they're just physically better, but because quite frankly, they have stuff that we need. Maybe not finances, but they have other shit that we need that's just as important. So we don't have to wait for a chick to age before we approach her. Her financial stability is not the driving catalyst. It is what it is. You waiting for a dude who's financially stable says a lot about who you are. I'm not talking about gold digging, but it says a lot about who you are and what's most important to you. Because if you were looking for a spiritual security, then quite frankly, you can start looking a whole lot earlier. If you're looking for emotional security, you can start looking a whole lot earlier. But if you're looking for financial security, you know it's a waiting game. You know it's a waiting game because it takes forever, especially with the economy the way it is now. So I don't like this whole idea of women trying to front and act like, there's all these other factors that they look for in men, and financial stability is only a small part of it. It's not the whole piece. And if it's not the whole piece, then quite frankly, y'all don't have to wait. Pure and simple. Because we're not waiting for you guys to become financially stable. Because there's other stuff that you can provide for us. Take it easy. God bless.